All right, guys, look, we're winging this. We're fucking winging it. Johnny, do the intro. Go ahead, do it.
One Enemies is the best villain team in the game, hands down. This
That's not.
Frieza.
That's not.
It's an intro to me, baby. You gotta
Okay.
drag them in. What are you
That
talking
is, oh
about?
Jesus, dude. You gotta say hot take shit though. Be like Majin Buu
Hot
saying the
take
best thing in the
shit.
game, dude. Come on.
LOCell is the best villain in the game,
All right.
and
Okay.
LOCell having Gentleman is great because he gets to link with his best linking partner, Upicon. Uh,
All right. That was a little too hot. A little too, the eggs are burning, bro. Yeah. All right. We're doing a video basically on the new Frieza. In this video at least, and then there'll be a separate video on the new Goku. But kind of like everything you need to know. Mostly it's about like the unit, how it works. It's the banner unit it came out with, the team, and our placement of the unit. I'm gonna start with placement. Johnny says two, three. I'm honestly still in the process of processing this, and I feel like he's, if not better than UI Goku sitting right next to him. No one does the damage this unit does. There's one unit in the game that does the damage this unit does. Can anyone in the comment section before Johnny says the answer to this tell me who has the same around the same APT as this guy? Can anybody? No. No, Johnny. Would you like to say the answer? You can pause the video.
Vegito.
STR Vegito. Think about that. You were looking at a unit that can output the same, if not more, damage than STR Vegito. Outputs more damage than UI Goku and the Evolution Blue Vegeta. Defensively, it's comparable to UI Goku after he dodges the ones for the 30% defensive buff and one-shots half the events in the game. The only event in the game that survives this guy is like Vegeta event can survive by a hair if this guy doesn't decide to go off, you know, fucking quad supering. He can quad super in slot 2-3, by the way. You, what do you want? What more do you? Yeah, I would say I could say tied for UI Goku best in the game, but I get why the argument for UI Goku is strong with the revival and stuff. I mean, do you have anything to add
The
about
UI
that?
Goku argument is just dodging, right? That's the
It's
entire reason
dodging,
people
and then
bring
I
it
know
up.
people argue about the revival, and look, the revival's cool. I get it, but you don't need to fucking revive if whatever was in front of you is dead. I'm sorry to tell you. I know that that's the damn that boy hit hard argument, but I don't care, dude. Have you guys seen what this guy does? Mine's 55%, and no matter what I take him into, SBR, fucking GT Legendary Goku event, regular Legendary, it just dies. Even non-Goku enemies, they just die. So, I don't know. The unit in general, I guess the main things we want to bring up are how he works. The main thing that people gripe about this unit that is a big part of him is he gets 100% attacking defense for the first 6 turns. So, to give you guys an idea of what that's practical in, the first 6 turns of battle, 6-turn fights are like SBR. SBR is like 5 to 6 turns. Usually, if you're taking longer than that, you're probably turtling, but about 5 to 6 turns for any given SBR fight. What else, Johnny? What else? Like I know Del kind of mentioned about, it can be like 6 turns.
For the most part, this whole six-tone shit isn't gonna really be a factor unless
No.
you're talking about maybe the God event, right? But at that point, remember, he is stacking his defense on his 18 key. By the time 6 turns rolls around, if you have him slot 1, right, you should be able to get 3 stacks, so you'll get 90% back effectively, but it multiplies in, so you get around the defense back that you had when you started, and past the 6 turns, you're increasing, right? But by the way, for the first 4 turns, you're getting a lot of extra defense. He'll be at well over 300k
Well over
defense
30k
after one
defense
super.
post super, yeah. So another thing that people gripe about, the Goku and the Frieza were built different, and we'll talk about this more, I guess, as Goku's part of this. But Frieza, like Johnny said, raises defense by 30% for 99 turns on his 18 key. When he does his regular 12 key, he still gets Mega Colossal, which is big. People don't know how big that is. And he gets 30% attack for 99 turns. Now, the argument that a lot of people are making for Goku right now, which I believe Goku's like 5th or 6th in the game, not that hot of a take. I think that's accurate. Is, oh, well, Goku, Goku can 12k multiple times and match Frieza's defense past turn 5. That's great. Hey, look at what Frieza's doing, by the way. You know, every time Frieza gets an additional, he's stacking attack. And he's already hitting 6 million attack stats. Oh, and did I mention when he uses active skill, he's just going to be flat out hitting enemies for 7 million damage and then smiling at them on his KO screen? Yeah, I think I'll take the 18 key defensive stack. It's kind of like Buhan, and then he's literally Buhan, if anybody isn't getting this. This isn't making sense to anybody. But dishes out so much more fucking damage because of how it works. They get a guaranteed additional if they get hit first. which is pretty good, and they still have a medium chance of launching another one in the second or third attacker in turn, which is 30%. All the medium chances are 30%.
Also important to realize this is a big bad bosses unit, so once you level 10 Link big bad bosses, it incredibly increases his effectiveness. He's going to be hitting a lot harder than the Goku. Turn 1. The thing about the Goku, the way they built the Goku is the Goku is way better, like, for a long event where you can stack, like, 20 turns plus of it in the Frieza. This Frieza is better for shorter events where the 6 turns passive buff can get its full effect, right? So that's a difference. People are saying the Goku's better because everybody's looking at this at, like, the GT Goku event. Hey, the Goku can stack till he has a million fucking defense. Cool. I mean, the Frieza can do it too, but Frieza will do it much slower than the Goku.
Right, but
exponentially slower, but still, the factor stands this Frieza, in the new category of Extreme SBR, since most people don't look up the stats for it, this Goku is getting hit for 100k normals Rainbow Turn 1 in slot 1, which is pretty garbage.
And the argument's gonna be, oh well, he's a
and the Frieza, Frieza will take maybe about 60k normals with his 200k plus defense. Then when he's supers, he wouldn't be taking anything.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly.
Right, and he could, you know, the new stages are really difficult, and this Frieza is gonna help out.
Right.
Just because, to be honest, this Goku's team, honestly, the new category Goku introduced is fucking bad.
Their existence,
like, all it does is add Broly to Super Saiyans, which he should have been on in the first place, because you're not gonna run fucking Tapion on Super Saiyans.
No.
It's not happening.
I mean, I guess you could have, like, just a tanky floater, I guess, if you wanted, but I mean, like,
you just it's not gonna link up, right? But Sworn Enemies is so unbelievably top tier, and it's a team. It's a team that not only is it top tier, but it has multiple options for rotations. This team is honestly fantastic.
It's basically the villain team that everybody's been waiting for, like the actual villains, not movie bosses.
But they get rid of it's all the Z villains, Dragon Ball and Z villains, right? They disregard Super and GT.
Essentially movie bosses, but for people in Z who didn't count as movie bosses, basically. Kind of.
Which means this team will now be one of the best in the game because everybody on this team is going to have big bad bosses.
Exactly.
And you can run a Boo-Tanks rotation, you can run, hell, if you like Int LO Cell, you know, if you're that one guy who likes him, you can run Int LO Cell on a good rotation on this team, right?
Your guys on here, dude. Your STRLR Taos on here.
I fucking love him, dude. Now he's got another team. Good for him, you know?
Oh, this is a very important thing about Frieza that people don't realize. This applies to Goku as well, but it's not as prominent with Goku. So, Frieza gets guaranteed crits against Goku. Goku gets guaranteed crits against Frieza. What I need to note about this that people don't actually know and some people don't realize, it just says if there's an enemy whose name includes Goku, he gets a guaranteed crit, excluding those exclusions. That means that when you're doing SPR or any event where there's multiple enemies, if there's a Goku, you will crit until that Goku is dead. Meaning the strat would be to attack everybody else because you're guaranteed crit as long as there's a Goku, then you can kill the Goku last. People don't realize that's how it works. They're like, oh, well, if I'm not hitting a Goku, I'm not getting the crit. No, it is literally as long as there's a Goku present. A lot of those work like this. People just don't realize that or think about it. Same thing applies to like Cooler. If you're fighting like Turles' armored squadron or whatever, you can like kill Turles last because he's a pure Saiyan, if that makes sense. But same thing goes with Goku, except Goku's condition's worse in my opinion because you're fighting a Frieza enemy whose name includes Frieza. You know, like Johnny, what, like 10% of the time? 5%?
It's very rare you're fighting that kind of enemy.
Goku, who's like literally in... I'm actually going to go get the numbers for that at some point and bring that back up, but I'm pretty sure Goku's in at least 50%, if not 60% of the content of the game. Like, flat out. There's a Goku involved in everything, just flat out.
Well, I think that's a pretty good understanding of Frieza, right?
Yeah.
Both these units, I think, are very strong. They're very top tier, but I think they're struggling to beat out UI Goku just because of how broken Dodge is, right? Even though this Frieza has insane defense, turn 1 before supering anyway, he'll still get touched by a super attack. And the argument is UI Goku has a 30% chance to kill you, right? If he gets hit by a super and you don't dodge, you're fucked. Right. But I mean, in most cases of the game, you could make the same argument with this Goku.
I agree.
Which people call 1, and I think, you know, honestly, how hard the content is, that 30% isn't that bad when you could just hop right back in.
No. And that's what I'm saying, like, I can see that, and that's why I'm like, okay, if I really had to look at it, I'd probably put them together, because I can't really put Frieza above Goku because of that reason.
Yeah, and also Revival is insanely broken. If this unit had Revival, I would be able to argue for number 1, but since Revival is really fucking strong, and the Goku active skill you can get pretty much every time you use him, while this Frieza has a situational active skill, which can't always be used. because the enemy has to be 30% HP or less and has to be super class. The Goku has it worse because it has to be extreme at 30%, right?
I don't think that's terrible considering most of the game's gonna be super class. First off, right? On
Yeah.
Frieza's side, most of the game's super class, and it's like I think of it as a Gogeta finisher. It's just like that.
It should have been, honestly, it should have been 50% or less, and that would have been that would have been fine.
That's
I think
fair.
30% was a bit too restrictive.
No, I have to say, he raises his fucking defense by a 50% multiplier. Can we That's a lot of damage.
His attack by
That's a lot of
yeah,
damage.
yeah. Both of their active skills pretty much kill whatever enemy you're hitting. It actually does like 10 million plus.
guess
Like
the,
it does more than the Spirit Bomb.
The finishing point from there, I guess, is he's on. You have to scroll through a page of his teams. Like,
He's on a million fucking teams, and he's a fantastic buff to a lot of these teams that needed it, like full power.
yeah.
Honestly, full power, I feel really bad because there's a lot of good characters on the team, but the leaders fucking suck. Like, are you gonna run Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Are you gonna run Fizz Super Broly? No. No, you're not. Until they easy A, nobody wants to run the team.
So let's see. I mean, I guess that's an understanding of him. I mean, that's
Right now,
Frieza.
Gizmo's muted. I don't know what he's doing, but you know.
Oh, I'm just rapping, bro. It's fine. That's a good understanding of him. Like I said, I'd put him next to you, Goku. I can't put him above.
Now,
But I like the unit. This is my favorite unit in the game right now. By the way, I've told the boys this multiple times. This guy is my favorite unit in the game at this current moment.
yeah, he might be like one of my favorites. I mean, like, I don't know. He's him or STO Vegito. Just the design of STO Vegito, I really like.
Yeah, especially next to Gogeta. He's anyway, third form Frieza. So this unit is the best banner unit in the game. He's better. You know, you're gonna say, Gizmo, you're crazy. You just said Goten and Trunks were the best like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I know, bro. Have you fucking seen this guy?
Oh, it's funny how that shit changed, huh?
First of all, he is one of the few secondary leaders that releases a banner unit with 130% lead. Look at that for a minute. It's +3 key, but he's given 130% as opposed to 120%. He's giving the same boost that a lot of those random LRs give to categories, right? Okay, sure. Let's pretend, let's pretend that's fine. Let's do the passive. Attack and defense +70%. Okay, pretty mid, whatever. Plus an additional 7% attack and defense with each attack performed up to 70%. That's 140%. Okay. High chance of launching 2 additional attacks. Each with high chance of becoming super attack. Sword enemies +3 key and 40% attack and defense. So, for anybody who's not good at math, he's going to start the turn with about 110 attack and defense because he's giving himself 40% and he's starting with 70%. He can perform, he's basically going to have a high chance of performing 2 additionals, not including his hidden potential system procs. Correct. He can quadruple attack in a turn. So he's basically going to be, essentially, if you want to play with the numbers, guaranteed, 14% attack and defense, not including hidden potential system procs per turn, up to 70%. So fully built, he'd be at, 180% attack and defense while supporting the rotation. Johnny, am I missing
Also,
anything?
his super attack effect, he Kaioken stacks attack, but he also raises his defense by 30% for 1 turn.
Oh,
so
yeah,
if you quad super, you get like 120% on top of it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, 30% defensive raise. It's crazy how that works actually, and he just doesn't stop stacking attack, ever. It never happens. It just never happens. Oh, look at his teams. Weird. It's a page. Wow. They really did great with these teams. I mean, what do you think lately? I think the teams have been pretty great lately, as far as like what they've been doing.
I like what they're they're trying to make some better teams. Like some of the teams were really dog shit. Like
Inhuman Deeds got
low class warriors,
Is
Inhuman
Frieza
Deeds.
on
Like
Inhuman Deeds too? Is the other one the AGL one?
yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude, like that's a big buff. Inhuman Deeds needed that, like planetary.
It needs a leader first before it needs buffs. Like it has Elo, Nappa, and Vegeta trying to link with Frieza units, which just doesn't work.
Let's be honest, Johnny. We're floating Yellow Nappa and Vegeta. Let's not rap. Let's not be sweet. They're getting floated. Look, come on. You know that. Come on. Space traveling warriors didn't even need the damn dude. These teams, dude. Gifted warriors. Let's look at it. I can't take this team seriously. I genuinely can't take this team seriously. Like I can't.
This team just needs an extreme leader, right? Like if a Frieza leaded this team and you could run all Friezas, it would be fine. And I feel like the leader being Goten and Trunks really fucked this team because that unit is super restrictive, so you can't actually build the team the way you want to because their links are also
But
wonky.
even looking at the units on the fucking team, it's like not.
It's Vegeta's, Frieza's, like the boys, Gotenks and shit like that. Oh, also there's some Piccolos and Demon King Piccolos. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's like it's a decent team. It just has a really bad leader for it.
Yeah, terrible leader for it. But that's third form Frieza. His was quicker because he's straightforward. But like, dude, don't get it twisted. This guy.
He is better than a lot of Dokkan Fest. He's better than Dokkan Fest Kefla by a mile. He's better than Dokkan Fest Bardock by a mile.
Yeah.
He's better than Beerus. There's no way in hell he's not better than Beerus.
I agree.
And that's gonna piss people off.
I can agree with that. I mean, he's supported.
I'm gonna say if he was a Dokkan Fest that released, and they bumped him up to 100, and they made this another 100, right? And he kept everything else. This man would probably be the best Dokkan Fest and would shit on Videl, just because support like his links are insane. Big bad bosses, shocking speed,
Fierce battle.
fucking
Yeah,
fierce battle. We've got brutal beatdown. We've got strongest. We got the Frieza links. We got all the Frieza links, right? This guy is a perfect linking partner and an excellent way to do a banner unit because even if you just pull this unit, you can run the team effectively. Because not only is he still supporting, but this unit is strong enough in his own to bring into like the God event and any other stage. He is insane.
They didn't do that thing where they make it so they release a secondary banner unit, and you know, I hate to be this guy, but I'm gonna. The thing is, Selza,
He was no Zangia.
Selza and Zangia, yeah, where you have to be next to so and so on a team full of so and so. You can run this guy on whatever team you want. Any of these fucking teams, he will slap on. Like the only team on here, is there any teams he wouldn't slap? No, he would slap.
And he supports pretty much everyone on this team too, because all the Z villains fit on a lot of these teams.
So, that's him. And you know, Goku's video will probably be a little bit more. People are gonna be like, "Oh, you're shitting on Goku." Nah, this guy's just.
I will shit on the poorly designed Piccolo. Yeah, I will.
Oh no, that's gonna be great. That's.
I don't.
Awesome.
Now here's the caveat before people get pissed. All right. Do I think the Piccolo's bad? No. Is the Piccolo good for a banner unit? So, yes. Will he have value? Yes.
He's mid.
Is he flawed as shit because he has a really, really weird kit? It isn't as good as the Frieza's, where the Frieza has to build up attacks. Piccolo has to build up turns.
We could have done this in a different way if they'd done it right. Piccolo wasn't the unit. Let's be straight. We needed somebody that was Saiyan, unlike Lynx. They could have done like a broken Namek Saga armor Vegeta after he resurrected, who was technically good. He could have even been extreme, actually. There's someone they could stick next to the Goku, right? It just. Remember the one who thought he was.
Goku's fine. The Goku is fine. People keep bitching he doesn't have a linking partner. Just LO Gohan. He shares every link with LO Gohan.
Yeah, and that's fine, but the thing people's issue mainly is that.
It's the Planet Namek Saga team, which once again.
Correct.
You could run the STR Namek Goku next to him. They share a lot of links. So what's your point?
Shit, let's be real.
He's mid, but I mean, he got me through the event, so what can I say?
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, that's it for Frieza. Favorite unit in the game. This right here. I would marry this. This is my favorite unit in the game. This is it. This is it. I'm spending at least $300 more on his banner, and that's $300 minimum. Yeah, this is my happiness.
I just want one.
I have one, John, and I'm gonna let you know now. All you need is one. All you need, one.
All I want is one. I got another fucking LO cell on a single when we were memeing on your summon video. That's what I get for making fun of your LO fucking Buhan and Bardock.
My army of Bardocks that I pulled. Dude, guys, I pulled a full army of Bardocks. You know, if I needed to...
What I get.
Fucking Christ. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. We appreciate you coming out. Stay tuned to the Goku video, which I guess we'll be recording later on at some other point. And let me know what you think of Frieza in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the other world. Have a great one.
Bye.
Goodbye.